Hey there, and welcome to another stream of voice acting WoW Quest for fun. It's Saturday, so it's a Horde day, so I'm going to continue on my Orc Demonology Warlock here. Last we left off, I was in Blades Edge Mountain, or Blades Edge Mountains, and yeah, I got a quest here from this ancient Mosswood the Ancient, so I'm going to go ahead and start that up.
Soon I will plant roots and sleep. Before I rest, there are things that must yet be done. Northeast of here, on the plateau above us, lies the burnt ashes of my ancient home. A great wood flourished there before the burning legions sent their imps to burn us away. So many died that even centuries later my tired old heart hungers for revenge. There are too many of them for us to ever reclaim the land, but you could make them afraid. Surely you will help me?
Will do, Ancient.
If you follow the road east and up the side of the mountain, then turn north, you will come to my long-lost home. Once there was a wood there. Its name is forgotten. Long ago, the burning legion summoned scorched imps and other creatures of flame. My home was destroyed, and my people fled. Now only I remain. I have saved some ironroot seeds that could be planted in fertile volcanic soil. Their magic is strong. Do this for me, and I will share with you the treasures of a forgotten age.
Can do, Ancient. Oh. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. Alright. Should have some other quests we already picked up. This one is your negotiations with Overseer Noir. So I'll have to go talk to him. Or them. Yeah, that's definitely not them. Are they down below? Maybe? No? Alright. I gotta look at that one real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I just see a poacher. Oh well. Do something else first. We'll get this Harbinger's pendant. Okay, who do we need this off of? It's the one I picked up last time, so I don't really remember. 6 claws. Use them with the Oracle Circle. Summon a Harbinger Raven. Gotcha. Take out the Ericoa. The clouds.
I don't have a target.
There's one of them.
Target something first.
There's 2. Give me your claw, buddy. Me from behind. Sneaky Arakoa. Really? Neither of you had a claw? Too punk. Casting spells on me and whatnot. Targets. Give me your claws. Yeah. Low drop for real. Give me that claw. Or claw. Bunch of clawless birds up in here. What's up with that? Kind of find that hard to believe, you stinking Erico. Give me claws. There's one. Halfway there. Only have to kill like another dozen or something. Give me that claw. Six. Right, yeah. What is this proposal? Use an echo claws.
I need a target.
Bunch of stingy birds. Give me that claw. Go, two more. Getting close.
I need to target something first.
Come on, bird claw. Oop. Alright, shoot. You got a bird claw for me? I need two more. Be a real buddy and give me both. I don't think that's even possible on these guys. I don't know, they got 2 feet, 2 hands. I think there'd be a claw on some of those. But what do I know? Bird claws. Plenty of feathers.
Target.
Come on, claw. Man. Bird claw. Yeah. Talk about a low drop. Give me that claw, man.
I don't have a target. Target something first.
Alright, one more. So close. Bird claw.
I don't have a target.
Claw, dude. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now we gotta find a spell circle. Wherever that may be. Oh, it must be this. Here. Alright. Summon the Harbinger of the Raven.
What orc dare harm those of my flock?
This orc. Alright. Got his pendant. We got a couple of quests northeast here. We gotta go kill some scorch imps and collect some soil samples. Or do we need soil samples? No, we need to plant seedlings into the soil. It'd help if I remembered what I was doing. The ancient wants us to try and restore the forest. Make a little seed thing here. Blow up that in. Those some fast-growing seedlings.
Target something first.
Down hips. Basilisk hatchlings. Kinda cute. I don't know where you guys are gonna place this seeds. Right, this
Far away.
take out a few more imps while I can. Fight with the Searing Elemental. Unintentional.
Quite down for the guns.
Negotiations with Overseer Dwar. Figure out what I was doing wrong with it earlier. Okay, so it patrols. That's what I did too. Alright. Hopefully I can find him this time. It's been kind of silly to me how the patrol targets on minimap quest tracking just shows up as the one location. Could easily just be like a little line. But that'd be too easy, I guess. Used to be, didn't even have those markers, so guess I shouldn't complain. Alright, so we're looking for an Arakaw. Patrols between here, Vale and Rouen. One more time. Okay, so yeah, I was going the right way. Just didn't seem like it. That. Maybe not. cultists, eh? What does this do that? Well, those are worm cultists. That's not the right one. That was an article. Just 'cause of the location, but I guess not. Man. Could have given me better instructions, quest giver. Alright, let's try this one more time. This could be anywhere from like over here to over there. It's a pretty big distance. Just like, somewhere over there, kinda, maybe. I think. Go talk to him. Oh, overseer. Come out and negotiate, please. I gotta be such a sneaky punk. Oh well. Maybe we'll find him later. Let's go ahead and turn in these quests. I think there's another one to pick up too.
There are so many that we could never kill them all, but you have given me hope. Perhaps I shall try harder for the next few centuries to revive my beloved wood. Is it done? Did you return some life to my ancient home?
Sure did, bud.
You destroyed many of those foul little creatures. I can rest easier in that knowledge.
Yeah, imps are definitely not the most pleasant. What's up, Timian?
Once the Harbinger is aware of your attack upon his flock, he will be quick to respond. You have it! With this pendant, I will be able to attune you to the Arakoa of Grishnaf in such a way that will enable you to comprehend their speech. With this, we may gain further understanding of the Arakoa and the nature of the Raven. I will need your help to do this.
Can do, buddy.
At Grishnaf, totems left by the oracles of the Raven enable the Arakoa to hear the word of the Raven. Unfortunately, the language of the Arakoa is indecipherable to us. Using the Harbinger's pendant, we can understand it. You will be able to take the souls of the Arakoa to understand their language. While you are suffused with the Arakoa spirit, you can visit the totems and understand their message. Discover this for us, story reader.
Good luck.
Can do, buddy. Just wish that overseer would pop up. I don't know why that bothers me so much. And I guess just because it's like, he's here. It's like, no. It's a giant line somewhere. Could get an add-on and find it out, but I would like to just run into him. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. Oh well, let's go find out this Arakoan prophecy. Looks like a phone, no?
The strange magical orb drops from beneath the contour feathers of the Arakoa. Suffused with an eerie purple glow, the orb pulses to an unhurt beat. Holding it makes you mildly uncomfortable, and so you quickly place it within your pack. Perhaps Tree Warden Chan at Ruan Weld to the west, through the tunnel and across the Worm Scroll Bridge, would be interested in examining it.
They probably would. Alright. Okay, so now I can understand Raven speech for 2 minutes. To find the totem. Get it there. No. It has to be up there. Oh, okay. Overlooking it. Okay. Oh, there we go. The voice of the Raven God whispers,
Steel your minds and guard your thoughts. The dark wings will cloud and consume the minds of the weak. A flock of thralls whose feet may never leave the ground.
Is it up here? Oh, that dude wants to fight anyways, so let's throw down our Harbinger. Looks like it's down below. There we go.
The voice of the Raven God whispers,
The Raven has struck down once for flying too high, unready. The Eons have prepared the Dark Watcher for its ascent to draw the Dark Cloak across the horizon. The old blood will flow once again, and with the coming of the Raven, the return of the darkness in the skies, scarlet night and the rise of the old.
Yeah, alright. We'll get this last prophecy. No, it's up. Okay. Got it. Oh, didn't even have to use it.
From the darkest night shall rise again the Raven, shall take the flight in the shadows.
Oh, it's like repeating itself. Well, sorry. Take out this dude and do it again.
From the darkest night shall rise again the Raven, shall take the flight in the shadows, shall reveal the nature of its kind. Prepare yourself for its coming, for the faithful shall be elevated to take flight with the Raven. The rest be forgotten to walk upon the ground, clipped wings and shame.
Alright, now to go turn it back in. And maybe we can run into Overseer Noir, but I kinda doubt it. Just feel like they don't want to be found. Trouble between the various camps. Ruin Weld. Oh, between the various camps. Oh, that's real helpful information. I'm guessing it could just be around Ruin Weld. Or he, I think I said there. Give it a quick little circle around and see if we find them this time. If not, I'll just go ahead and turn in the Truth Unorbed. I guess I had a couple and turn in that and the Whispers of the Raven God. Anywho, let's see if we can find this overseer real quick. Need to make negotiations. It's kind of hard to do that when you can't find the person. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, overseer. Well, guess no luck this time either. Oh well. Back here and turn these in.
I'm listening.
This is truly disturbing. The Arakoa were peaceful for a long time. This cult of the Raven was nothing more than a gathering of misfits and madmen. But their power has grown. That we cannot discount. Perhaps there is more to this Raven than we know.
Is that an upgrade? Kinda. Tree Warden John.
Please, friend.
Warlock, do you feel that? I sense something unnatural and evil nearby. Yes, it's that orb you have there. Odd. It appears to be of Arakoan design. Were you recently in Grishnath? Alright, that explains that, but I wonder what diabolical purpose this object serves. Though it radiates evil, it also somehow feels as if it were connected to the natural world. Here, allow me to try to activate it. The evil is so strong within it. There's some sort of residual memory here. This is troubling. The Arakoa are causing the ancients and protectors to become possessed by evil spirits. But there is one ancient that could not possibly have been affected. His name is Treebowl, and you must go to him at once if we're to save the trees of the Raven's Wood. Go back to the Raven's Wood. You will find him at the fork in the path just past Grishnath.
We shall meet.
A little bit of a mouthful there. Oh, hey there, Vur. Doing pretty good. Yourself? Alright. Find Tree Bowl. Big giant tree person, so it shouldn't be too hard to find him once we get there. Oh, good to hear, Vur. Gonna find you a tree bowl. Nearly there. There we go. I'm coming, Betty.
Greetings, tiny orb. The birds in my boughs whispered to me that you were to be expected. You are here to help free the trees of the woods from their possession?
Sure am, dude.
The Grishna have caused the leafbeards and stonebarks to be inhabited by evil koi spirits. We must save the trees or soon all of the Raven's Wood will be lost forever. Combine the magic of a Grishnath orb, found throughout Grishnath, with a dire pin feather from a dire raven. Use the resultant exorcism feather to draw out and slay the Koi spirit as quickly as possible. The stonebarks are too powerful for this ritual, but if enough leafbeards are saved, they will be freed as well.
Andy, buddy. Alright, so we gotta find those orbs. 5 orbs, 5 pen feathers. What are feathers off of the ravens? Orbs, it's just like, you'll find them around. Pen feather. Found throughout Gershon. Like find them lying on the ground. Oh no, Gershnav's the Irakoa placeholder. Gotcha. Give me your feather, dude. Okay, there are the orbs. I see them now. That makes sense. Down over here. Two skunk crows. Just kill the orbs. They drop them to him. No. Didn't look like him. Alright, so 3 more orbs, 2 more feathers. Alright, just 1 more orb. Get those feathers and exercise some tree people. Wagon out of it. I guess I could go ahead and start exercising the needs. It's the koi. Grab that tree, dude. Right. Give me a raven, give me your feather. Just need 1. Oh. No feathers there. That makes a lot of sense. Give me your feather, dude. Not that dude. Maybe this dude. There we go. Quick, be gone. Plenty to spare. There we go. Just has some beast beard. Kill the Koi spirit. Alright. Work back to, what's his name, Treble? Something like that. Yeah, Treble. That's that, buddy.
The evil is lifting from the Raven's Wood. Can you feel it, story reader? You have saved us and all of the surrounding wildlife from certain destruction, little one. I keep stashed 4 magic rings amongst my boughs for such occasions as this, when a hero arises to do some great deed. You are one such hero. On behalf of all the Ravenswood, we give you thanks.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, that one. Now I guess back to Ruin Weld and see if we can find that Overseer. 3rd time's a charm, right? If not, we'll just have to go out to Netherstorm, which I'm not opposed to. Surely we can find the Overseer this time. There he is. I knew it was possible. Don't go anywhere, dude. Stay here.
The Blade's Edge Mountains are a place of great opportunity. How unfortunate that some deem themselves above all others on matters that pertain to taking advantage of such opportunities. Who does the Cenarian expedition think they are to tell us what we can and cannot do here?
Overseer, I am here to negotiate on behalf of the Cenarian expedition.
Negotiations? Negotiations! Allow me to make our stance perfectly... hold still, dude. Allow me to make our stance perfectly clear. We are a free people, able to do whatever we want and come and go as we please. The Cenarian expedition does not own this mountain range. There will be no negotiations. Now go back to the Druids and tell them that we will continue to do as we please.
Will do. I don't think they're gonna like it, but I'll pass on the message, buddy. What's up, John?
Guide you.
What? They dismissed you and our proposals out of hand? This is outrageous. We go to them in good faith, and they turn you away without even trying to come to a compromise? Well, we'll see about that. We will not stand idly by while they decimate the ruined world around us. Our first priority must be to the trees. Warlock, I want you to go back out into the Weld and deliver a very different message for us. I want you to slay every one of their hewers that you come into contact with. If they will not listen to reason, perhaps they will listen to a more assertive method of persuasion.
Aggressive negotiations, right, John?
Well met.
What's up, Samia Inkling?
Pardon me, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with John. I'd like to help. I'm studying the Blackwing Coven and helping the druids in their dealings with them. I'm very interested in acquiring a few of their dragon whelps. It would help us to gauge exactly what we're up against by understanding that which they revere. But first, we're going to need to acquire some nets. I noticed that the worm cult poachers out in the Ruin Weld have an abundance of them.
Safe travels.
Alright. So we need nets and slay some hewers. Guys could have just negotiated, but no. Two poacher. Forget what she said about drops and nuts. Anybody? Poacher's got him. Alright, gotcha. Give me those nuts. Yes. I should soul stone. Either have it, not need it, or need it and not have it. Fight to poacher. Let's go on to that. Come on, worm cold nut. Nope. Kind of a poacher are you? Don't even have a net. Go down. It's a big fight there. Oh, good. Hurry up, buddy.
I need a target.
Alright. 2 more nets, 2 more heals.
I need to target something first.
Give me that net. Oh, I got a meeting note.
The cultist dropped this note, which apparently was to be delivered to Overseer Noir. It is signed by some
I don't know how to say that other noir. Sounds too much like noir. Anywho,
It is signed by someone named Colphus Darkscale. It is likely that Tree Warden Chan will be interested in looking at this.
oh, I'm sure he will be. Here, net poacher. One more net, one more here. you? You got a net? Oh, just cheese. Cheese and silver.
I can't attack.
Surely you've got a net, right? Yeah, there we go. Turn all this up.
What can I do for you?
Sammy, Inkling.
How's the procurement of nets coming along? From what I've seen, those nets that the poachers use should be strong enough for the task at hand.
Well, here's 5 of them.
Oh, those look splendid. These cultists certainly have an eye for craftsmanship. Too bad for them that it's misdirected. And now that we have the nets, would you be willing to help little old me with a thing or two?
Sure thing, lady.
I need to examine the whelps that they are raising at the Blackwing Coven. There should be an abundance of them flying around inside this cavernous base, or their cavernous base, as well as a number of eggs which, if you could get close to them, will likely hatch. Please, story reader, take the net and capture a handful of them alive for me. Find them by heading west across the Wormskull Bridge and heading through the Wormskull Tunnel. Follow the path to the end past Grishnath and the Raven's Wood.
See you around.
So many directions.
I've been expecting you.
Thank you, story reader. While we'll see to it that the wildlife will replenish itself in quick order, regrowing the trees, especially in a natural fashion, is a much more time-intensive process.
You sure like commas, don't you, John?
What's that you have there? Is that a blood stain on that note? This is interesting, but disturbing. I wonder if Samia knows who this Colfus Darkscale is. I'm not certain what we should do. I'm not much of a military planner. Watcher Moonshade will know what to do. He's heading up our defensive efforts at the Wormskull Tunnel to the west at the end of the Wormskull Bridge. We have a force out there just in case the cultists try anything funny. Please, take the note to him with all due haste.
Ancestors
And you, buddy.
watch over you.
Alright. Let's go deliver the meeting note. And then go capture some Wormcold Black Whelps. Very inviting place. Skulls on rocks all around. So Watcher Moonshade.
How can I help you? You bring news from Evergrove? It's as I thought, and that's not good. I've got an idea for how to help you, but first, I was wondering if you might help us out. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. With the Blackwing worm cultists massing in the tunnel, we're hard-pressed to deal with the situation. Quite frankly, they have the numbers. And while we've been able to take care of any of their people that get too close, the fact remains that if they attack in earnest, we're going to be overrun. The situation calls for someone to get through to the other end of the tunnel and take out their leader, Draka Longtail. Up for some fun?
Sure thing, buddy. Alright. Let's go find Longtail. Give him a good old-fashioned beatdown. Avoid as many other cronies as we can. How did he get that line of sight? That rock seriously gave him OS?
I need a target.
Guess it was a little ramped up, but a little goofy. Alright, need some healing. Okay. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. Sneak past that last dude. Nice. Oh, go too far. Looks like. Where's my tail at? Take me to your leader, Butcher. There we go, there. Put down, long tail. Alright. Report in. Who is it? Moonshade? Yeah, sneak around all these worm cultists.
I need to target something first.
Is that dude gonna wanna fight? Nope. Nice. Stealthy. Oh. Is that a stealth bear? Didn't see it long enough to really see what it was. What's up, Moonshade? Took out a long tail for you.
With Draka out of the picture, we should be able to take advantage of the situation. They'll be infighting over who should be in charge, and that will relieve some of the pressure. That is, unless the overseer mentioned in that note you gave me comes to take her place. Let's see if you can do something to make sure that never happens. I know what must be done. Story reader, you must pose as Overseer Noir and attend that meeting. The worm cultists of the Coven all have a standard outfit that they wear, so go collect scraps from them, and when you have enough, put together a disguise. Pose as Overseer Noir, and speak with Colphus Darkscale to see what he has to say, and then return to Tree Warden Chon. You'll find the Coven by heading through the Wormskull Tunnel and following the path past the Raven's Wood and Grishnath to its end.
May the stars
Couldn't just like fly around all that business. Guess over it. Alright. Still need to capture some black whelps. Looks like the meeting might actually be closer. Alright. How do I pose this dude? Oh, I have to get costume scraps from worm cultists. Scrap suit armor and jerk. Oh, wait. Just like everything out here, no drop. We'll just go ahead and get some black ones. Gotcha, little buddy. Have to, like, there we go. It's attacking me from back there. Nine. Okay, so how many costume scraps do we need? 5. There's your little whelps. Good God.
It's time recharging.
Alright, 4 more whelps. Second cooldown on throwing nets. That should be the last one. Grind up some costume scraps. I still catch dude even though don't need him. Nice. Scrap some armor, jerk. Yeah, that's gonna take a little bit. Bunch of stingy worm cultists. I don't even want the whole costume, I just want scraps, dude. Oh, damn. You guys are jerks. Give me your scraps. on, scraps. Damn. Nice with the quest marker, like show me where dudes are at instead of just like, oh, this is where you go talk to the guy. Just have to be the dudes around there. I killed them all. Only got 2 scraps. I don't remember seeing any inside the cave. Pretty sure. Well, there was like one. Spoke too soon. I remember seeing this like the one guy and yeah, all kinds of wells. I just need to do this. Come on, scraps. Oh man. Give me some scraps. You know you can do it. Yay, they had one. 1 scraps. Some scraps. Yeah, it doesn't sound right either, right? So that's just... Oops. Dragon pin? Nope, there's dude. Alright, one more thing of scraps. Give me costume scraps, anybody want to? How about you? Donate some costume scraps to a worthy cause? Yay! Alright. If I do a costume, transform into Overseer Noir. Go meet with Colfus Darkscale. Okay. Must be inside somewhere. Such goofy quest markers. Are you at Colfus? Yeah. Well, and some of them just don't make sense. Like that. Those feathers I was trying to get earlier. And it's like, it's a bird covered in feathers. You're telling me it doesn't have one I can use? Like, that's something. It's always kind of bugged me.
Noir, are you feeling well? You don't look like yourself today.
I'm fine, thank you. You asked for me?
Right, the meeting. Let's get down to it then. The fact is that the lumber and livestock being gathered from Ruin Weld, which you're responsible for, has slowed to a trickle. We need those resources, but you've allowed the druids of the Cenarian expedition to get in the way.
Oh, it's not my fault, I can assure you.
I don't want excuses. I demand results. You think that what we're doing here is a joke? If we don't do this right, then not only will the so-called do-gooders come calling, but we'll be found unworthy for elevation within the ranks of the Blackwing. Is that what you want?
No. No, I don't want that at all.
You could at least try to sound a little bit convincing. Look, Noir, I wasn't going to tell you this, but I might as well because it's going to involve you too. Maxnar is planning an all-out attack on the Druids at Ruin Weld, and he intends to wipe them out. It's bad enough that we've been fighting with the Bouldermock ogres, so we can't afford another front to deal with. I've arranged for a temporary truce with the Arakoa. Well, what do you think?
Oh. Seriously? Seriously? Did I at least... No, I didn't even get it completed. You're killing me here, game. You're killing me here. I seriously have to go make that costume again. Oh, man. Oh. Wow. It's only got a 2-minute duration. Well, this is some butts. That's what I get for trying to read the quest. Oh, dude. Follow me, Felgard. Give me your scraps, jerk. Chitin thing, Felgard? No. That would be nice. Chitin's nice. Those costume scraps, a bunch of jerks. 2-minute duration. Guessing because the tape I used to put it together with just falls apart in 2 minutes. Alright, one more. Seems like a little bit better drop rate this time. Much better luck. Come on, RNGesus, hook me up.
I need a target.
One more. Just one more. I'll probably just hold on to the costume until I'm a little bit closer to dude.
I need to target something first.
Actually read stuff. There we go. No. Much rather just one shot you in. Get you out of my way. Make the costume. Get out of my way, punk. Or, wrong click. Oh, no more charges. Alright. Costume time. I'm just gonna skip to where we were. Yeah, you asked for me. I'm not doing my job well enough. Da-da-da. Alright.
It's bad enough that we've been fighting with the Bouldermock ogres, so we can't afford another front to deal with. I've arranged for a temporary truce with the Arakoa. Well, what do you think?
Impressive. When do we attack?
We're putting the final preparations together even as we speak. The rest will depend upon how quickly you can organize your forces at Ruinweld. Do you think that you can handle that and get it done quickly?
Absolutely.
That's the spirit. I'm glad that we had this little meeting. I feel much better about the attack now. With leaders like you on the front, how can we lose? All right, you have your marching orders. Now get back to the Ruinweld and make it happen.
Can do, buddy. Just needed like 30 seconds longer that first time or something. Wasn't that long at all. You know what? Down here. Pretty sure I got a heart set there. Pretty sure that's where it's set. Cross my fingers. Nice. What's up, John?
What brings you here?
Attack us? Wipe us out? I think not. This Blackwing Coven has a great deal to learn if they think the Cenarian expedition is so easily dealt with. What is it that they say? Turnabout is fair play? They've left us no choice, story reader. It's time to put an end to the threat from the Blackwing Coven by taking out their leader, Maxnar the Ashma. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of him while you were in there, but he's one of the Dragonkin, half man, half dragon, and he's tough. So don't underestimate him. Finish it quickly, and with any luck, you'll secure the safety of Evergrove and the Ruinweld.
Go in peace.
Can I help you?
Ruan, well, keep pronouncing it weird.
Did you run into much trouble snatching the whelps? I hope you didn't get singed. Oh my goodness. These are more than I'd hoped for. You are certainly to be lauded for your heroics. This looks like a fine brood of black whelps to make a start with. Examining, that is. Please, accept this as payment. I insist.
Farewell.
That cultist hood. Stats are kinda weak. Give up all kinds of stamp. Oh. Alright. Going down, Maxnar. Back and forth between this place and Ruinweld. It just marks the cave entrance on this guy too. Super helpful quest markers. It's not as sneaky as I hoped.
I can't attack that.
Okay. Full guard, go get him. Just chuck fireballs at me. Snowstorm again. Hey there, Golfus. Watch, somebody's gonna get the costume. We need to talk to Colfus, and I just killed him. I had 2-minute durations. Pretty pathetic. There's Iggy's in here. Maxnar. Sissy, going down. There we go. And Felguard's gonna go kite the whole place. I'm so bad with pets. Alright, back to Chan, I believe. That's where we got it from. Find out when we get there. Almost there. What's up, John?
Greetings, traveler.
Now we can breathe more easily knowing that the leader of our enemy has been dealt with. Not only that, but you've saved the entire mountain range from their depredations. Whatever their ultimate goals, you've foiled them. You have our gratitude, story reader. Please accept this token of our esteem, as well as our unending hospitality.
Walk with me,
That all there is out here? Well, alrighty. I guess it is time to go to, what is it, Shadow Moon or Nether Storm? If I click the right tab. And I cast Nether Storm. Doesn't really sound like there's anything else out here. So we can give it another sweep and see if there's anything I'm missing. We did Machnathal, we've done Thunderlord. Yep, I suppose it's Nether Storm. Supposed to do there. Gotta bring preserved fruit to Rocket Chief Fuselage. I guess maybe that's the only thing we have. I suppose so. Or, there's another one to go to Shadow Moon. What's that? Yeah, let's do the Shadow Moon one. I mean, it's more out of the way, but we've seen plenty of Nether Storm on the alley tomb. Wrong button. Just to mix it up a bit. Alright, so what do we have to do here exactly? I'm a wild man. I'm guessing it was an orc that said it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little refresher.
As an apprenticed Windrider Master, one of my tasks is to care for the beast when they're not flying. The problem is that we have so few here. There's very little downtime for any of them. I'm afraid we'll work them all to death if we don't receive any replacements. There's a large stable down in Shadowmoon Village in western Shadowmoon Valley. Dama Wildmane oversees the Windrider care and training there. Would you speak with her on our behalf and let her know about our situation?
I just think it's weird that there isn't like an adventure guide quest for Shadow Moon. Just don't want people going out there anymore, I guess. It says 6770. We should be able to do something out there at least. Fly over the twisting nether. It's a space pony. Good old Hellfire Peninsula. Getting there. Just a little bit of a journey here. mercy. Fly over the twisting nether here is going to be too much. No fatigue. Looks like I can fly over Terracar for a little bit, so should be good. Getting real close. Ooh, I can see it from here. Coming, Dama Wildmane. Talk to you about Wind Riders and stuff. Nice. There are other quests. Kind of worried about that. What's up, Dama?
I've been
Fine beasts, aren't they? The wyverns we raise here are trained to handle the fiercest and strangest weather conditions Draenor has to offer. You'll find them dependable and hardy.
Dama listens to Agadai's request.
I can't guarantee that there will be any Wind Riders available, but I'll see what I can do. As it is, we're having trouble keeping up with the demands of other buyers and outposts.
May the eternal sun shine on thee.
Alright. Grab the flight path here real quick. Things there. Drickle. Get the inn while we're here too. Or hearth. Hearth at the inn. Always mix those two up.
So.
Thanks, buddy. What's up, Chief Apothecary Hildegard?
Have you felt the cold chill? Perhaps what you thought was a hand on your shoulder. That was not your mind playing tricks on you, Orc. The land is haunted. Ghosts litter the landscape, stuck here for all eternity. Would you like to see them? Are you sure about that? These types of things tend to change a person, and not for the better. Very well. I will need you to collect for me the ever-burning ash that is found near any of the fell lava pools of Western Shadowmoon. Anywhere near green lava.
Green lava. Thought it was fell blood. Maybe I'm mistaken. That was like
The dark
Pit Lord
times will
blood or
pass.
something.
State your business.
I am interested in learning more about the strange reptiles that mill about the lava flows of Shadowmoon Valley. Never have I seen beasts able to withstand the searing heat of molten lava. Outside of Shadowmoon Village, where the ground has ruptured and lava flows through the cracks, you will find Fellfire Dimetrodons. Slay them and bring me their spleens. From their spleens I will be able to begin preliminary analysis of their resistance to heat. Begin your search to the southeast.
The reckoning is at hand.
Alright, somebody over here. There we go. What's up, Sergeant Cargill?
Strength and honor. The Scathlon wreckage just to the east is an eerie place. The peons are convinced that it's cursed. There are few trees here, so the peons have no choice but to venture into the Arakoa ruins to chop wood. The Arakoa spirits prey on the work groups, draining their life and using it to fuel their foul magics. We must find out what is driving the Dark Conclave and stop them before their influence expands. Search the Scathlon wreckage for evidence of their plans.
Salivating a little bit too much there.
Wanted, dead. Uveros, Scourge of Shadowmoon Valley, by order of Overlord Baroque. The fell beast, Uveros, is to be killed on sight, and his mane stripped from his carcass as proof of deed. Return the fiery mane of the beast to Warcaller Sardoon's True Slice, should you succeed. Uveros was last seen at the hand of Gul'dan, located in the heart of Shadowmoon Valley, east of Shadowmoon Village.
Alright. Guard Gulmak. Gulmak looks to the sky.
Our scouts are putting up a good fight, but the Infernals keep coming. From their base of Legion Hold to the southwest, the demons bombard us with impunity. Even the elite Korgoron Guard cannot hold them off forever. I'm drafting every able-bodied orc to do their part in defense of Shadowmoon Village. This is no game, Warlock. The survival of the village is at stake. Do your duty to the Horde and join the fray!
And do bite. Just gonna double check. I can't remember if I forgot some quests back here. I want to say there was one building back here. Yeah, there we go. Earthmender Splinthoof.
The elements need your help, Orc. Shadowmoon Valley has been subject to unspeakable evils. The spirits remain tortured to this day. Many are enraged and unwilling to commune with the Earthen Ring. Help this world heal, friend. Southeast of Shadowmoon Village, in the heart of Shadowmoon Valley, you will find an area known as the Altar of Damnation. Make your way there and speak with Earthmender Torlock.
What's up, Overlord Baroque?
You made it this far, Grunt. There is no turning back now. All Horde forces in this region have been dispatched to handle the attacks from the Burning Legion. This means that we are short-handed for grunt work. Our supply caravans are in constant danger from the wildlife of the region. We can't veer 15 feet off the road without running into a chimera, fellboar, or abnormally large scorpion. Get out there and clear Shadowmoon Valley of its sadistic wildlife. Just kill them all! Word has come from my Windrider story reader. The Eclipsean Blood Elves are planning something big. They have begun forming their armies at the Path of Conquest, far to the southeast, adjacent to Eclipse Point. I want you to travel to the Path of Conquest and assess the situation. Once you have done so, use a flare gun to signal a Windrider. One will swoop down from the sky to meet you. Inform them of what you have discovered, and they will give you your next set of orders.
That's a 3-player quest. Definitely want a soulstone here. Oh, God, target myself. Alright, all kinds of questions. So we need some spleens. We'll check the journal pages. The spleens are off the Dimetrodons, and we need to take care of Infernals out here too. killing him before I can tag him. The dog's going crazy. So I can talk to dead people, or at least see them. Ever-burning ash. So wouldn't they be cinders? I thought ash didn't burn anymore. It's like left over. Who am I to say? Can your spleen dimeter down? Dino spleen. Blew his spleen up. There's Dimetrodons down in the lava. Fight me, lava lizard. Does that make him a salamander? Buddy, got a spleen for me. Oh, just an enormous molder. Why do they even have molars? Look like carnivores to me. I don't know, I'm no dentist. Alright. See if we can find some more infernals and ever-burning ash. Good job, scouts. You guys are kicking all these infernal butts. They must.
I need a target.
Spider webs in here, but I don't see any spiders. Guess maybe the Arakoa spirits cleared them all out. Two more. Come on, journal page. Nice. What's over here? Has a burning ash. Supposedly. Anyways, let's go get some more Fellfire spleens off Fell Dimetrodons. Fellfire Dimetrodons. Give me that spleen.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, go halfway. 4 more. Come on, Dino Spleen.
First.
Angry Fell Piggy. Gotta slay some shadowy wildlife anyways. Because Dimetrodons don't count. Burning ash. Find some more Dimetrodons and get their spleens. Maybe.
I don't have a target.
Take care of some Fell Piggies while we're at it.
I don't have a target.
Your spleen, Dimetrodon. Oh. Dilapidated cloth hat. Yeah, 2 more. Yeah, some more ash. Almost done with that too. Come on, Dino Spleen. Demon Dino Spleen. Chimera is angry at me. Looked at him crossways. Alright, 2 more spleens. Some Fell Piggies to get.
Target.
Where all the Dimetrodons at? just want their spleens. I guess there's that quest there. Hand of Gul'dan. Speak with Mender Torlock. What's up, Torlock?
What do you need?
It is good that you came, Orc. We have much work to do.
Strength.
We must try and make amends. We must commune with the elements of this region and see if anything can be done. I grant you the Totem of Spirits, Orc. If you slay an enraged elemental spirit in close proximity of the totem, it will consume the elemental soul. You must use the totem to consume many souls before you may return to me. Do this for the spirits of fire and earth first. Return to me when the totem is full.
Go forth to victory.
Can do, bub. Some more fire. Is there any fire lizards around here? Or, no, just the elementals. Gotcha. We'll come back to that. Just want to get these 2 more spleens. There's one. Buddy, give me your spleen.
I don't have a target.
Alright, one more. Your spleen, buddy. Oh, just a scale. How about you? Sneaky little sucker. Got a spleen for me? Nope, just a molar. It's like all respawning on top of me. I like it. Keep it up, Dimetrons. At least until I get this last spleen. There we go. Slay some more wildlife. Here, Felboar.
Something first.
Lots of fell piggies. Guess they're the only thing that's considered wildlife out here. I don't know how those Dimetrodons don't count. I'm not seeing much else. I mean, there was a Chimera, but I don't think it counted either. Just fell piggies. Okay, I guess there's other quest markers I didn't see. Just saw this one because it was so close. Where are all the piggies at? Oh, there's a quest. It's a Blood Knight Antari.
Anaria Shola.
Blood elves are the masters of the universe. There is no questioning it. Run off to your trainer, Varzok, in Orgrimmar. Perhaps he can find you more worthwhile challenges.
That's ominous.
You capitalized on my mistake last time and emerged victorious. This time you will not be so fortunate, Orc.
Oh, it's pet battle. No thanks, buddy.
Remember the sun will.
Okay, I guess the chimeras do count. Down, chimera. But the Dimetrodons don't. Poor Dimetrodons. They're not considered wildlife. One more piggy. Alright. Got a few more minutes left. I'll just go ahead and start turning in some quests.
I'm impressed that you managed to survive the carnage. You just might be the person we need for a dangerous mission.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm your man.
The fortress of Legion Hold is your target. You'll have no reinforcements, so a frontal attack is out of the question. What little information we have shows that the Legion stalks and prepares its infernals at the Hold. With the help of a disguise I'll give you, you must sneak into the Legion Hold and discover their plans.
Please tell me your disguise lasts longer than 2 minutes.
Your best hope is to intercept or overhear communication between their commanders.
Go forth to victory.
How long does it last? I guess it doesn't tell me. Oh, it's an Acme product. Acme Jumbo Disguise Kit. That's sure to work out well.
Stronghold.
What have you discovered?
I found your journal parts. Can I read the journal parts? Nope. Not even in the inventory. The sergeant examines the journal pages.
I don't see much of use here, but there are a couple of entries that could prove useful. It looks as though these Arakoa were preparing some kind of elaborate magical ritual up until the time of their deaths. But why? There's also a curious note here about a deserter. There's nothing here that would explain why the spirits of these Arakoa have remained in this world, or how they came into thirst for the blood of orcs. I think our best lead is to try to find the deserter mentioned in the journal. If he left his comrades at the camp, there's a chance you might be able to persuade him to help us understand what the Dark Conclave Arakoa are planning. Start your search for him on the road through the magma fields to the southeast.
Can do, buddy. What's up, researcher?
The
Tyrus?
eternal sun guides
Spleens.
us.
I need spleens.
Well, here's 8 of them.
Researcher Tyrus takes the spleens and starts his examination. This may take a while. Take these coins for your hard work. We must study these creatures further. Far to the east, near the huge lava flow beneath the ruins of Ba-Ri, you will find Arcano control units. These controllers were crafted by a genius named Nomus for the sole purpose of exploring lava via mechanical scorpion. He has long since lost his mind and is now only interested in eating the hottest food known to gnome kind. Tyrus gives you a funny look. I want you to use the control and tag the Dimetrodons of the lava flow for further study.
We will have justice.
Alright. That does it for tonight. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And if you haven't already followed me on Twitch and YouTube, please do so. And as always, have yourself a good night.